Welcome! In this video we're going to do an unboxing of the deluxe edition of Valheim, published by Iron Gate Studio and Mood Publishing. So down at the table, this is a big box of what is Mood Publishing's version of transforming this from a video game to a board game. This is the same company or design team that did Deep Rock Galactic. So looking on the back, if I can flip this over, kind of take a look at how big this game is. So eons ago, Odin defeated his foes and exiled them to Valheim, the 10th realm of the world. Now the Forsaken have risen again to torment the lands. Hearing this, Odin sent his Valkyries to scour the battlefields of the greatest fallen warriors. You, dead to the world, you are born again in Valheim to prove your worth once more. So Valheim, the board game, is a 1 to 4 player cooperative board game where survival depends on teamwork and strategy. Assemble your band of warriors, venture forth to explore the land and improve your homestead, gather resources, forge powerful weapons, equip sturdy armor, battle evil creatures, and carve your path towards facing the ultimate evil, the Forsaken. The fate of Valheim lies in your hands. So let's go ahead and take a look inside once I get this turned around. And get this out of the way. So like most games, we have our rule book on top, and it feels pretty thick there. So 51 pages. Let's go ahead and take a quick peek at everything inside. So our introduction, nice table of contents. Then a good component list. Pictures letting us know everything we've got, and we've got a lot in this box. So the goal of the game: take on the role of 1 to 4 Viking warriors sent by Odin, god of war, on a quest to defeat one of the 4 Forsaken. So each scenario pits you against one of these formidable foes who will attempt to stop you with devastating attacks in a personalized event deck. You start with simple clothing and a basic house. To progress, you must venture into the wild. As you explore the land, you must gather resources, craft equipment, fortify your home, and enhance your weapons and armor, all in preparation for a final epic confrontation at the Forsaken's altar. That's a good idea of what's going on, because I have not played the video game. In case you have, you know a lot more than me. So it goes over the game structure: explore the lands, grow stronger, fight against time, and final challenge. Then a good setup, or look at setup here. And it is available to play as a single scenario or in campaign mode. So that's nice. You can just jump in and play one session, or play 4 scenarios in a row, where you'll have a big boss battle at the end. I'm going over player setup and the skills, so very nicely laid out. You know what components you're looking for and what you're doing with them. Going over the player turn, take 3 actions, end your turn, event deck, and then the next player. So there's going through all the actions that are available. Cook food, eat prepared food. Very good things to do. Got some trading and some sailing. And getting into combat. And how dice may betray you, but what the results mean. Equipment. Details of combat. Consumables. Losing all health and stamina. Can only assume that's not good. The creatures, pretty nice art. Then the event deck, the Forsaken fight, and then looking over the Forsaken. Some notes on each of them. And then how to go into campaign mode. I'm going over the terrain, token overview. It's nice to have one spot to look at all those, and then all the creatures that you'll be fighting, and equipment and food. Let's take another look at the food. All right, we'll be eating well. Furniture and skills. All right, there's our book out of the way. And a big thank you. Just open a Mood Publishing experience. We love your choice. Then we have the scenario book. And a way to make your own. So 32 pages. Table of contents. So scenario 1, Lord of the Stags, King of the Woods, Abomination in the Swamp, Undead from the Swamp, Frozen Challenges, Frost Dragon, Ether has returned, So Near and Yet, The Swampy Land, Path of the Talisman, Stags in the Lake, Secrets of the Forest, Lands of Sorrow, and 4 Islands and a Mother Dragon. So we've got 14 scenarios, and you can make your own. So plenty of replayability. And back to her box. Let's see, we've got some furniture. Okay, I guess they're going over our tokens. So 2 player aids. I guess a pelt and a log makes a bed. And their dice. We've got a yellow dice, a red dice, a blue one. Nice to have those. Then we've got some stickers. Wondering, see if we get to design something. Then looks like we're going to build our home. And that's super nice. When you make a storage solution, it's nice to see how everything's supposed to be stored in it. So thank you for that. And then a quick game tutorial for reading first and how everything works. So slowly progress you into the game, set up the world, create your warrior, get some skills, and some final preparations. All right, now we're down to some meat of things. So here's our player board. I guess I should also mention, picked up a mat and premium dice also. So while I do have this board, I also have a mat. I guess now's a good time to bring that out. So compare. They suckered me in because this is what's on the table when they were doing a demo for someone else. So just a nice neoprene stitched edged matte rubber surface on the back. So you can see it's the same size as a player board. Not needed, but something I picked up anyway. So there's a quick an extra accessory that you don't need, but I got anyway, because this is a nice board for use for what we'll be doing. Okay. Then a whole bunch of tokens, and there look like our house we're going to build in a minute. Let's make some room and get rid of the plastic. All right, I think we got 11 boards here. So normal board game thickness. So a nice view of our map tiles and the backs. Go ahead and punch them out. So nice and sturdy board, good quality. And then we're off into the cold with some additional tokens. And I'm assuming in the swamp now. And flip on the back side. Another area and a bunch of our skills. So carpenter, spear fighter, beekeeping, a lumberjack. All right, tracks for our big bads. Very nice. Oh yes, and the back side. All right, so dual-sided bad guys. Not dual-sided there. All right, that's just going to fall out. So some more tokens. Looks like these are puzzle pieces. Well, those don't match, but maybe it will somewhere. Maybe onto this. There we go. So everything's going to fit together somehow. And some more skills and other tokens. Off into the swamp. In the forest. And back home. Got a nice bed, dining table, our boat, and our fur rug. Then back in here, we have our house to construct. See if I can get that done quick. All right, we're going to try this thing on camera, see how that works out. Bring out our nice mat. All right, so we're looking for our inside piece. These things apparently slide down. If I can hold it steady. Then we're putting our roof on, which looks like it's going to go on those. Then we make our A-frame. So this goes on that side and this on the other, maybe. Well, that's got to slide down. Okay. I'll go find our house to sit that on. So our Home Sweet Home board has some pieces to push out. And we'll see if our A-frame goes on first. And then sneak this over top of the A-frame. All right. Oops, I'm going to tear it apart. Okay, so the key was to make sure that piece goes in for far enough to get that to slide in. And now it should fit on the board. So there's our nice house. All right, construction done. Then it looks like we've got our player boards. Nice dual layered for each of our characters. Then we have trays for after getting everything punched out. And a tray for our house when we're done. All right, now we're getting down to some dice and tokens and our miniatures. I'll go ahead and pull everything out. All right, did I miss anything on there? All right, we've got our main miniatures with some rubber bases to put on the bottom in our favorite colors. All right, mini one, our archer. So pretty nice sculpts on them. Then our spear user with the shield on the back. Then swords person. And our axe person. Like here we've got our pelts and food tokens. Take this, because now I'm going to need that. Okay, so got our tokens. Here's some iron. Our wood tokens. And all these go in here. Our hide. Our nice coins. Bronze. Silver. Hope I'm getting these right. Resin. And stone. So filled up one of our containers. Next, take this off. Got our dice. So these are brightly colored, etched in there. All our different colors. They look like they belong in this spot. And we can compare those with the premium dice set, which was an extra thing I picked up. So these look more marbled with gold, whoops, inlays, and apparently want to be rolled. And next, just a bag of plastic feet for some standees. And assuming they need some standees to stand. Actually, they go in here. So you get to watch me fumble through where things go. Hopefully that'll help you. There, they all went in that spot. And all cubes. And our nice sack. Well, the cubes go in this spot, I believe. But they need to be shaken. All right, let's check out our small cards. All right, one of those stacks is our equipment. So it looks like they've got blue, red, and green in the upper left. So we've got a banded shield, a tunic, helmet, a buckler, another helmet. So a bunch of iron scale mail, drake helmet, wolf hide, a bow, flint axe. So different variations of weapons. Definitely the green looks to be the cheapest. And I guess red is going to be our deadliest. Looks like they have cost to make them and then what they roll to attack with. Or defense. All right, pretty nice. Then we have some Haldor cards. So root mask, looks like we buy these. Stag breaker, a razor knife, hide cape, iron sledge, and a crystal battle axe. And then our food cards, some carrots, sausages, berries, honey, chicken, deer, and neck, and boar, and fish meat. And our next stack, I think it's a spoiler. I'm not going to show you every card here. These are numbered, yeah. So these are shown as tutorial cards. So we've got 55 of those to take you through the game, starting with an introduction, first steps, picking up resources, different events, how to do your food, free actions. So just going through those. So to help teach the game, It looks like there's lots of small pieces to it. It looks like that stack belongs here. And that stack had some event cards. Go ahead and pull these out. So 20 for every beast. So different things happening. Chilly winds. Creatures move. Some dark clouds. Unwanted attention. And they go there. Then our other beast. Decaying food. Creatures moving. Repopulation. Foul smell. Decaying food. Looks like they go there. And another one of our beasts. So, gray dwarf brutes and shamans, creature with mead, troll encounters, restless forest, forest is moving, all is quiet. Then our final beast, I think, thunderstorm, heavy rain, neck ambush, that can't be good. Berry bushes, pork opportunity, rustling in the bushes, forest is moving, and all is quiet. Then arena cards that I think go with each of those. Feeding time. Then for that guy, globs of ooze. Tangling vines. And then the last batch, a ramming attack, powerful kick, and a shock attack. Alright, then I guess we have some cards helping identify them. Player aid cards inside the house, in and outside the house. And then some more beasts. Troll, abomination. So I guess upgraded versions of the same creatures. It said they go there, but I'm putting them there. All right, then I'm going to go into the minis. Then I'll try to take the cardboard, punch out, and see if I put them where they belong and get back with you to see how that process goes. So here's one of the Forsaken. We'll call that Blob Beast. They call it the motor, maybe? I don't know. Here's our dragon. And our big deer. And our tree. Then we've got a stone golem. Four draugrs, look like they all have the same sculpt. Five greylings. And that's an abomination for sure. Our troll miniature. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 gray dwarves. And 5 skeletons. And 3 Fenrigs. And now for putting everything back in the box. So the minis, that's the easy part. We've got that done. Then our tokens, got all those in this one. Skills and things went in this spot. Did realize some of these cubes went in a different area, so that fits nicer now. And we have our resources. And here's where I put some of the other cubes, and these two things were empty, so assume expansion, something else, so use that for the extra dice I got. Then our cards, you saw those, but all of our tiles for our maps went in that area. Then our bigger tiles fit neatly in here. And then on top of this is where our hut went. Then our game board, our player boards, a campaign board, and our bag, scenario booklet, and then a rule book. Just put our player aids in there, and then in the back the thank you and our stickers. Then our game tutorial and the help me guide. And that's everything in the deluxe edition for Valheim. As always, hope you enjoyed this video, so please click on the like button below and be sure to subscribe. Thanks for watching.